This is a small little tutorial on what you can do for a monster, faker man, chrom of some sort, you know? You don't have to do them like this, obviously. This is just a tutorial for, like, if you want to do them like this. But, you know, this is how I like doing them. So, first things first, we're not actually using FL Studio. We're gonna switch to Audacity. And then we're gonna record a few samples. Now, I already did record these samples, which is why my voice is a little sore, if you couldn't tell. But, it shouldn't be too big of an issue, especially because the raspiness kind of adds to the voice. So usually what you want to do is you want to think of a character, and there are actually two ways to do this. I should mention there are like two ways you can go about this. So the first way is you can just do the character voice. So like for this example, we'll just do Sonic, because I'm going to be honest, I know half of you are probably here because you want to make your own little faker OCs into a reality. But yeah, so we'll do a Sonic voice. I'm not the best at a Sonic voice. I'll actually have to listen to a bit of reference real quick.
2 hours later.
Let me actually go ahead and delete all this since this is way too long anyway. That only took like my entire life. So he has like nasally voice, so kind of like this, and then he pitches up his voice like this. And then, he just kind of talks with raw enthusiasm, I guess. So I guess this is how, like, my Sonic voice sounds. It's whatever. It'll probably sound different for you. But yeah, it's like, so right now it would be, I don't know why my voice is so full of not good stuff today. I definitely burped a little bit in one of those samples, but hopefully that's not noticeable. So yeah, now if you want, as you know how, I'm not gonna explain this in much detail since I assume you kind of know how, but if you want to split these samples, you just do Control-I, and then that should split them into like separate instances, I guess is the term. And then you should be able to just delete them without them like trying to move over. Although in this case, that might have been a bit more preferable, but it's whatever. I do also want to point out that you really want to accentuate the character voice, you know. I don't really know how to make yourself like not shy, or if you have like parents who will smack you across the jawbone if you're loud. I don't really know what to do in that instance. I don't know if you can see this part, but right now I'm normalizing the audio. It shouldn't be that hard. I don't think I even need to explain it to you. You should be able to just find it. But yeah, once you got all that, Control-A, export audio, we'll put it, oops, that's Jason Griffith. Then you want to see, I'm gonna first censor this because I'm not too sure if you can see this or not. I'll go ahead and put it in my random chroms folder, so I'll just call it Faker Sonic. Alright, so now that we got that done, we can actually now finally go to FL Studio after, 8 minutes, it's fine. So we grab our little chrom that we have, and then you want to click this little area, click pitch correct sample, go over here, and you want to just go ahead and do your things. Now, some tutorials you might have seen have said like,
oh, you gotta make sure you extend it like in post or something, I don't know.
You don't have to actually do like a second export if you don't want to. You can just Control-A, Control-C, Control-V, the camera will go all weird. And then you have new samples now. You might also want to like change the order of some of them, but I personally never had to do something like that. So, we'll go up, we'll do our things, and then I'll go ahead and export the chrom off camera because the way I do it is really annoying. Basically, I just recorded in Edison. I'll show you a brief how-to in a second, as in like right now, because I have all the samples that I need. So, go down here, click Edison. Make sure this says on input, I think. I don't know, it's always said on input for me, so I've never had to actually do anything with this, but you click the dot, and then you start recording, and you wait for like 4 fucking hours, so yeah. I just remembered that I can't actually pause my recording, so we're gonna have to sit through all this together. Isn't that fun, you and I? I don't know. I'm definitely editing this because I know how to use DaVinci a little bit better now, so I will definitely just cut this part out, probably. I just realized I should have checked if my audio settings are correct. Okay, after like 4 years, we're finally back. I got my chromatic, as they say in the hood. Is that racist? You know, it's whatever. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and save this now. I don't know if you can see this, but hopefully not, because I'm saving this to a private area of my machinations. So we'll just call it Faker BF Real, because that's how I like phrasing my chromatics. So we got this now. I will say you can add the markers right now if you wanted to in Edison. I personally don't like doing that because I think it's really tedious, and with the way I've spaced it, autoslice shouldn't fuck anything up in slicex. So yeah, so now we're gonna go ahead and open up a new project. You can do it in the same project, I guess. I just don't really like doing it like that. So now that we've got our chromatic, we're gonna go ahead and open up slicex, go to channel 1, track 1, I don't know. We're gonna load our sample in, you know, just as soon as I can find it. My God. I've also realized that I called it the wrong thing. Whoops, I forgot. I already did a different version of this where I was trying to do a yourself chrom instead, and then that one just like corrupted, I guess. I don't know what happened, but yeah. So ignore the name. This is still Sonic. That's my bad. I mean, I can just change it in here. Sonic, I swear. So what you want to do is click this little area here, go to auto slice, dull auto slicing. It should usually be accurate, but as you've just seen there, it was a bit fucked up in the beginning there. So I don't know. In that case, it might be better to do it in Edison, since this can be really tedious. I think you can. I think it's Control Shift Delete. There we go. Yeah. If you have like a bunch of markers in one area where they shouldn't be, you want to do Control Shift Delete. I already forgot the button. Yeah, it's Control Shift, not Control O. That opens up a different thing. So yeah, I also like having these markers happen like part way into the chrom, because if your song is faster, you'll just hear like the beginning of the chrom of the sample, and it'll sound really wonky, to say the least. I would put up an example of that, but I can't actually think of one right now, or really ever, because I don't think I've done many covers where that's been the case. I think I did it for a few of them. I think I did it for like Yourself, but that one worked because I was slightly experimenting with some stuff, you know. But yeah, we got our chroms. It probably works. I mean, I assume I probably tuned it correctly, but you know, we gotta check. Let's just go ahead and do a C major scale, you know. I don't know, let me start on C3 because that's better. Alright, yeah, it works. Am I still on 1/3 step? Yeah, I was working on a song with 1/3 steps. It's fine. So yeah, we got our chromatic now, and we'll just act like you have your song already done. You know, I'll just go ahead and recreate like Faker turn 1, I guess. I don't know. You know, it's fine. I'm getting distracted. So now we get to do the fun part, which is the effects. So for a Faker form, I would usually just recommend having it just sound nice at the very least. You know, put your OTT. I'm just doing like a generic one. For your character, you probably want to do something that fits with whatever they do more. Yeah, I'll go ahead and put on the stuff I usually like putting on. So put on Pro C2. Put on like, usually for some reason they have this sort of stuff on it. They have like lo-fi. And then you put on some delay, reverb, turn down the wet, turn down the decay. Go over here, turn down the wet. Alright, that's like the generic version of a Faker chrom, you know. So we got our chrom now, so I'll go ahead and just turn up the BPM just because I can. And now we get to do the fun part, which is making the monster variation. So typically what I enjoy doing is just linking it to the original one. If you don't know how, you just click on this big arrow, or it should look like this first, and you click on this arrow to disconnect it from the master, and then you click over here and connect it to the first one, or whichever one is your faker man guy. And then you just add in some effects. Although in this case we could have just like dragged over the effects if we wanted to, but I'm lazy, so actually wait. Actually, that might be better. Hold on. Okay, I'm overthinking this. You can do it like that, or you can go over here, drag this onto here, and boom, you got your same exact effects. We'll do it like this for now, just because for some reason I just have big paranoia. So typically what I enjoy doing is go over here and you have to first remember how many samples the original thing even was. So like this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 samples. So now we can just go over here, pitch it down by 6, and then we can go over here and we can double that. So it's 12. Move it down. Usually an octave, and not 12 is usually a good number anyway to like layer it. And then if you want to, you don't have to do this. You can make a layer. You can select both of these and then click set children. And now whenever you, I think I messed something up because that doesn't sound right. Why does that sound like that? It's whatever. So we got that now. And let's see, I gotta think of just a random melody. I'll probably do this off camera, honestly, just because. Okay, so we got our little thing right here. I just kind of did whatever. Alright, so we got that, and now for usually what I like doing is you just like have that part, and then you typically just copy it, and then you layer it on with the rest of the voices. Again, you can use either the layer or just the actual voices. Layer might be a bit better, but I don't really care. Sorry, I forgot. One thing I did kind of forget about is with the one that you lowered by however many samples there are, you want to move it up by that many samples. So we lowered it by 6, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so now it should sound fine. So now, if you really want to get freaky sounding, you can add some more spooky sound effects, I guess. So typically the effects that are most commonly used are Vocodex for a whispery sound. This is what like Lord-X, who else? I can't think of any other super popular examples right now. We got Lord-X. I think the Annoying Orange from Amazing Grace uses it, so usually what they do is they click backing voices and then they mess around with this for a little bit. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know too much about Vocodex. I just kind of use the backing voices effect. So now our thing sounds like this. And then if you want a grislier sort of distorted kind of sound, you can use fast distort, I think is what people usually use. really want a distorted thing, you can use Distructor and pretty much just turn all these to distortion and then mess with it from there. Yeah, also, you can obviously like layer effects if you want to, like we can add Distructor and Vocodex. Oh wait, that really doesn't sound good, hold on. Maybe not that one, because that one sounds a bit weird, but yeah, you get the idea. Let's see, is there anything else? I guess if you have money you can spare, you can also get something like Saturn 2, which pretty much just does the exact same thing, just, I don't know, takes less RAM maybe? Fuck if I know. I mean, that is a lie. You can also separate these into like different bands and you can mess with them from there. Yeah, if you also want, you can layer on the normal voice, although in this instance, I'm not too sure how it'll actually sound. This is why stuff like an EQ is pretty good. So yeah, we can just... But yeah, that's a hopefully short little tutorial on how to make like a monster voice faker sort of chrom. I just realized I have to blur the entire top left because that has my full fucking name on there. Oh well.